Now at 11, the Cincinnati Fire Department battling a deadly house fire. We have the latest on this breaking news as investigators work to find a cause. And major changes are coming for the Hamilton City School District after the superintendent announced job cuts and school closures. Ahead, we speak with parents on how they're bracing for impact. And protesters braving the bitter cold to have their voices heard. We have the latest out of Minneapolis. We do begin with that breaking news tonight at 11. 3 people are dead after a house fire in Spring Grove Village. Let's get right out to WCPO 9 News reporter Alex Null, who's been on scene for hours. If you thought it was cold already, you're going to want to grab a few more layers. Let's get right over to meteorologist Mark Stitz as we head into the icebox. If you need a place to stay warm, the emergency shelter of Northern Kentucky opened up earlier this evening. The shelter is for anyone 18 and older. They'll be opened overnight and for 24 hours tomorrow and Monday. Tuesday, they'll be open overnight again. The shelter does ask to call ahead for availability if you can. Today, Norwood's Warming Center opened its doors for those who need some warmth. It's the second year it's been open. They typically open when the temperature drops to 20 degrees. The shelter plans to be open until Wednesday the 22nd and then reopen on the 29th. They are reevaluating each day based on the temperature changes. Since their inception, the director tells us they never know what they'll see, but it's all about helping the community.
Every year we don't know what's going to happen. We open the doors and there can be 5 people here or there could be 20. And it's just about opening your door. I think that is the thing, and providing a service to people who are in need. So last year we served over 200 guests when the time we were open, and we're open for about 12 days. So again, it's just about opening the door and seeing who we can help.
You can find more information about when they're open at focuscincinnati.org or on Focus Cincinnati's Facebook page. Tomorrow, they're passing out winter coats as well at 2 o'clock. Next, major changes are coming to the Hamilton City School District. The superintendent announced a plan to try and save nearly $10 million, but it comes at the expense of more than 100 jobs. Before he went out to the breaking news in Spring Grove Village, WCPO 9 News reporter Alex Null spoke with parents about their concerns for change. We are continuing to follow news out of Covington that broke early this morning. Please take a look at your screen right there. Police are looking for this man, 22-year-old Joshua McDowell. He was last seen in a light jacket and blue jeans. This is his most recent photo, but police say he does have more facial hair now. He is believed to be somewhere in the Monte Cassino neighborhood or the surrounding area. That's where he was last seen around 5:30 last night. Police say that he does suffer from mental illness and is believed to be a danger to himself. If you know anything, please contact Covington PD. Next, family members and people in the community said their final goodbyes to 11-year-old Quinary Reed today. Quinary was shot and killed on January 1st while playing with her cousins at the Laurel Playground. Her visitation and funeral service were held at the Christ Emmanuel Christian Church. One day after she was killed, her mother, Sherry Williams, spoke with us about the kind of person she was.
The same baby y'all killed is the same baby that would have forgave y'all if she survived. It's my only daughter. It's my only daughter. What my boys gonna do without her?
Cincinnati police are still searching for Quinary's killer. The shooting sparked widespread concerns as it was a grim reminder of the shooting that killed 11-year-old Dominic Davis, who was also killed at Laurel Playground 2 years ago. That case also remains unsolved. Earlier this week, Cincinnati officials say that they plan to install or repair 90 cameras across the city in the next 4 weeks. In response to all of this, the ATF is offering rewards for information in both of these cases that could lead to an arrest and conviction of those responsible. We're seeing more protests in Minneapolis tonight, this time anti-immigration protesters clashing with another group of demonstrators. It follows 2 shootings, one deadly, involving immigration agents in the city. The National Guard is on standby. ABC's Johnny Fernandez has the latest. All right, check this out. Battle robots in action. Covington Catholic High School held their 11th annual Colonel Classic VEX Robotics Tournament. Nearly 60 teams from across Kentucky and the greater Cincinnati area flocked to CovCath to show off their skills. CovCath senior Will Jennings says this program helps give students a real experience into what it's like in the world of engineering.
You get to actually experience what it would be like to work in the industry. You get to follow the path that engineers take. You design it out, you define the problem, build the solution, test it. You have to do that over and over and over again to find the right solution. And when you're finally done and bring a robot to the tournament, see it perform well, I mean, there's nothing better than that.
Since its inception, CovCath has worked with 18 middle and high schools to help them develop and grow their own STEM and robotics programs. Well, new tariffs will impact some NATO countries after they pushed back on President Donald Trump's goal to acquire Greenland. We've got details on those tariffs and how Greenlanders are reacting to Trump's claims. Plus, a major new study is out on the potential links between Tylenol and autism. We'll share those findings just ahead.
We are Greenlanders, and we want to be in a democratic world, and we hope Americans, they will support us.
Protests are erupting across Denmark and Greenland today in opposition of President Trump's push to acquire the island. These protests came as Trump posted on social media today that he is imposing tariffs on NATO countries who are supporting Greenland and have sent troops to the territory in solidarity. The tariffs are directed at Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, the UK, the Netherlands, and Finland. He says that there will be a 10% tariff on all goods sent to the U.S. starting February 1st. On June 1st, the U.S. will increase it to 25%. Trump also repeated that acquiring Greenland was about the safety, security, and survival of our planet. Swedish Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson said in a statement that there are ongoing discussions about a coordinated response to what Kristersson calls blackmail. New research finds that taking Tylenol while pregnant is not linked to an increased risk of autism. This would debunk claims put forward by President Trump and Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy. The study is the largest of its kind to date and looked at around 60 published studies with data on more than 300,000 pregnancies. They found no link between acetaminophen and child neurodevelopment. Today, aspiring astronomers got some expert advice and repairs done on their telescopes. The Telescope Recycle and Repair event invited anyone with a new or used telescope and accessories to get some help learning and fixing their gear. It's put on by the Cincinnati Recycling and Reuse Hub. Folks could even donate their old telescopes and gear.
The outreach has been really great, the response has been really great, and we've fixed up about 15 telescopes every year and recycled about 15 telescopes every year. And so we got a great number of drop-offs today, and we're tuning them all up.
All right, the event is totally free. It is over for today, but they host events like this 2 to 3 times a year. You can keep an eye out for the next one at Cincinnati Recycling and Reuse Hub's website.
Myers taps it out to Elmer at the buzzer. Good!
Huge day for Greater Cincinnati College hoops. A 3-pointer buzzer beater sends the Red Hawks into overtime against the Buffalo Bulls, and that 3 shot by Ian Elmer, Covington native and Taft High School alum, and Miami University did not waste their second chance. They went on to beat the Bulls 105-102, adding to their undefeated record of 19-0. Fifth Third Arena was rocking today. The Cincinnati Bearcats men's basketball team hosted the number 2 team in the country, Iowa State, and fans got their money's worth. Sports anchor Marshall Kramsky joins us in Clifton. Fan favorite and all-star Ellie De La Cruz has turned down an offer from the Cincinnati Reds. The team offered an extension that would have been the largest in franchise history. Instead, he will continue building his career until he reaches arbitration eligibility in 2027. Currently, the largest contract in Reds history is Joey Votto's deal in 2012. That was 10 years for $225 million. All right, former Ravens head coach is heading to New York. Today, John Harbaugh finalized a deal with the New York Giants after he was fired in Baltimore. He beat out Kevin Stefanski, Mike McCarthy, Raheem Morris, and Antonio Pierce. As part of the deal, Harbaugh will not have to report to the team's general manager, but directly to ownership instead. Kevin Stefanski, though, just announced, has found a home with the Atlanta Falcons. Check this out. Nearly 24 Buddhist monks are on a mission for peace here in the U.S. They've committed to walking from Fort Worth, Texas, all the way to Washington, D.C. Their journey started in October recently, they hit South Carolina, where church members and volunteers gathered to host the monks and give them a place to rest overnight. One of the monks shared how surprising the turnout has been along their journey.
The day before we went to the Capitol, we had a chance to meet with other faith leaders, Muslim, Catholic, Christianity, and a lot at the church. So this tells me that everybody just be nice to each other, and then it doesn't matter really which religion we practice. It's all about peace that people that just meet.
What a message. The monks are more than halfway through their journey now. They've been walking for more than 80 days straight and hope to reach D.C. by next month. All right, let's get one last look outside. Mark, it's about time to bundle up, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's bedtime to bundle up. We dropped below freezing a few hours ago, and we've got so many more hours below freezing to come. Check out tomorrow, 26 for a high, but again, wind chills, probably not getting out of the teens for the afternoon. And like tonight, could see a couple little hit and miss pockets of snow Sunday night. And we're very cold for the MLK holiday, 21 for a high, 21 20s continue Tuesday. And there's Wednesday, finally back to average and back above freezing, which will be nice.
Those winds late last week were just biting, so they are back again.
Yeah, tis the season.
Yes, it is. That'll do it for us at WCPO 9 News at 11 this Saturday. We're always on with breaking news and weather over at WCPO.com. You can, of course, join us back in the morning for Good Morning Tri-State. Take it easy, everybody.